Hello, this is the 174th Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2224, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past in podcast. So another episode, Simon.
Yep. Episode 174.
Yes. So how are you doing?
So I'm in a really good mood. It's been a really nice week since we last recorded. Basically, I've been on not a high exactly, but just in a really good mood since our last episode, where we talked about Globust Engines. Yep. I don't know, some episodes we record, I always enjoy myself, but sometimes, it's nothing so special, and that one somehow really left me feeling warm in my heart.
Yeah, I also thought it was particularly well. And you could also hear while we were talking that we were so much into the topic, which is why we had to stop halfway through, right?
Right. We realized we were going to be going too long. So, we had various commitments, time commitments and whatnot. So exactly, we needed to stop last week. And basically the whole week, as well as feeling really good because of that episode, I've been looking forward to continuing our discussion today about Globust Engines.
Yeah, same here.
How about yourself? How have you been?
Yeah, same. Yeah, so especially since we always prepare these episodes a little. Not sure if that comes over to the listener, but we do prepare. And then we did some research, but also after actually discussing and recording last week's episode, it was like, okay, there's so much to say about these machines. And even on the way here today, I passed through Skyline Park because there's 2 Globust engines currently parked there, just to see if I could pick up anything more for the episode.
Right. And did you?
Well, to be honest, I was a little distracted. There were many Partians around.
Sure, I've seen that on the news too.
Yeah, so like there were quite a few. Basically, because I was hovering through Frankfurt, just taking a slight detour through Skyline Park. And even there were a bunch, basically looking at the Globust engines, but also further on in the park. And once I got to the river, there were many Partians, also baby ones.
Sure. I saw that too. Because that's unusual, yeah?
Yeah.
Like Partians, you work with them, of course. Yeah. So them, both the Illuminati and Partians, so aliens. But it's unusual to see such a high concentration anywhere. Yeah. And especially babies. Usually you don't see so many.
No, very rarely, but then they're usually tourists. So the first couple of Partians I didn't really notice, although maybe I would have noticed if I had been like somebody who's not really working with the aliens. But then at one point even I noticed, and also because in such high numbers and with babies, and especially along the river, they seem to be camping. So I was basically hovering over to your place and basically all across the river.
I saw because I just saw pictures, but I didn't read what was going on. So you're saying they're camping?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I've been meaning to check the even the
to actually read up what's going on.
Yeah, exactly the news and the camps, but of course we needed to record, so
we could have a quick look now.
Yeah, okay.
Before we get into the Globust engine,
and then if it's nothing interesting, we can cut it out, and if it's interesting, we can keep it in the recording.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me quickly bring up at least the Frankfurt news. Yeah, so you can see it in the headlines, so more people are noticing it.
But here it says, so sure, in Frankfurt, there's the article there, but then there's another one about this is happening all over the world.
Yeah, they're saying this, so it's not a local thing. Yeah, it says, so in the article they have pictures even from Mombasa, from New Delhi. Wow. Here it is. They explain it.
So what's going on?
Remember the new universe that they discovered? That's basically expanding in the middle of our universe.
Yep.
We had an episode about that a couple of episodes ago. This is now getting closer to the Partian planet.
Okay, it's expanded that far.
Yeah, I see it now. And a lot of them are relocating to Earth for the moment while they sort that out.
I see. That's sensible.
That's sensible, definitely, yeah. And they have fast space travel already working, so they can really transport a lot of people, Partians.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a temporary relocation while they figure out what to do with the new universe. Okay, cool. So around the world. So did you check any camps?
I didn't yet, no. Like I say, I just saw the pictures like in the headlines,
Okay, this is
But we
interesting.
could have a look, yeah?
Yeah, actually, maybe we can take a look, and then we can basically tell our listeners what we see. So it's a bit more audio visual than we usually do.
Yeah.
I'm going to check on Mombasa straight away.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's also here along the water side.
Yeah. Well, it looks like from most of the pictures that it's by water, so by riverbanks, by lakes, on the beaches, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. And here they're also making campfires.
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, and check it out over here. You can see they're roasting marshmallows and pine cones, like on the campfires.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in.
Like at first I thought those were sausages, but you zoom in, you can see they're pine cones.
Yeah, I can see this. Yeah. So just the cameras. It's like a global camera network. Just for listeners.
For our not our regular listeners, but someone listening to this episode as the very first instance of our podcast. Cams are a global network of teeny tiny cameras, billions of them all over the world,
and everything is not just filmed but recorded.
Right. And we can tap into it and see what's going on.
Yeah,
and not just us personally because we're so special, but everyone has access.
Exactly. So you can quickly just zoom into a particular location and then look around. So which is what we're doing now on our lenses.
Exactly.
And this is what we're reporting on. So they're roasting pine cones. Interesting. Never noticed them that there's something special about pine cones. No. Why would they be doing this? Also in Mombasa, I'm not sure how they get
where
pine
would they
cones.
get the pine cones?
Yes, you see, yeah. This is, you see, it's interesting. I didn't notice this feature before, but with some cameras, they have like a feed. And so this is, you can see here, there's humans and robots delivering things that the Partians
need. Okay, yeah, including, pine cones, of course. Okay, and then also treadmills, so lots of treadmills, and sandals. Sandals. I
understand the treadmills. I remember when we had the Earth Fair. Remember?
Yeah,
At the beginning of the year, they loved the treadmills there.
Yeah.
They had no idea what they were for, but they were all getting on them. And
I imagine a lot of these Partians haven't been to Earth before, but they've heard of treadmills, and so they want to try them out.
And of course, I'm not sure what they were doing or would have been doing when they had still been on their own planet, but while they're here, let's get them entertained.
Yeah.
And then what's a better way to entertain a Partian than giving them a treadmill? And sandals, apparently. I have no idea what. There's really shuttle after shuttle delivering sandals.
Huge amounts.
Maybe they can't handle Earth's surface.
Surface?
Yeah, there's like the surface of the Earth. Maybe it's super smooth. Maybe the Partian planet is super smooth. I should know these things, but I don't. And then maybe their feet are super delicate. I'm really just brainstorming. I can't explain.
But the advantage of sandals is also you get some airflow,
True.
Like, for example, if it was purely about protection, you maybe shoes or work boots or steel toe cap boots. You know the kind of thing I mean. But by sandals, that's all about airflow.
Yeah. Maybe the Earth's surface is very rough and very hot compared to Partian surface.
Maybe against the heat, yeah. That's a good point. It is summer after all.
And I'm now in New Delhi. Just because those were in the news.
Sure.
So you see they're singing songs. Do you have this?
Yeah. So it looks like a school choir maybe. So a Partian school choir.
Because there's lots of baby ones and they all get together. Because the listeners can't see, but the baby Partians are in this little...
like portable incubators, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's assume we've described what Partians look like in previous episodes, take that as a given. Okay, but when they're babies, they trundle around in these little... They look like really cute robots, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And the little baby Partians inside of there.
They kind of steer their outside. Usual Partians, they don't have... they still have all kinds of robotic enhancements, although they don't call it that.
No.
But the baby ones, they're basically completely encapsulated.
Yeah.
But they still look super cute.
Super cute, yeah. Some nice product design there.
Yeah. But then you can see them grouping together and singing songs. You can even see their mouths moving.
Yeah. Okay. Right, the ones where they have mechanical articulated mouths. Some of them, like their whole, it's like basically a screen,
yeah,
on the front of where the face would be, and then but then it's an animated singing.
Yeah, this looks really super cute. I just do you have? I'm looking for a cam with sound, like the one I'm having doesn't have sound.
Yeah, no, I mean, exactly. You can tell they're singing, but I can't actually get any audio.
Let me. You can filter by ones that have sound. Okay, let me. Yeah, we can't. I can't now pass it on to the recording, but I can hear it now.
Yeah. What are they singing?
I think it's an old Dutch song.
Now that is a nice coincidence.
Yeah, it's they're singing about living on Pluto and on dancing on the moon.
Okay,
it's interesting. So they're not singing Partian songs. They're singing Earth songs.
Okay,
I was
an old Dutch song that you have known.
Yeah, I don't know how old it is. Maybe it's even already around when the listeners were around. But okay, I was expecting them to sing Partian songs. I was curious how that. I was listening. So somebody's been teaching them. I mean, it's
maybe alongside the treadmills. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's with a cute Partian accent. I've heard nothing like this before. No. An old Dutch song sing by cute baby aliens. Okay. Wow. I don't think I ever thought to
expect that. Yeah. Okay, and I've been looking as you were talking there. I was looking through some of the other cams, and you can see actually quite a lot of them. So people and robots, they're delivering treadmills and sandals and so on. But they're also like going around shaking hands, taking selfies, like giving flowers as gifts. It looks like.
Oh, cool. You know? So they're basically
being hospitable.
Yeah, and also curious and friendly, shaking hands with Partians.
Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like. Yeah, but people reaching out their hands as if to shake a hand. Not sure what they're hoping to shake, but
and they're giving flowers. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay, I mean yes, but I guess at least in these clips I'm seeing, the Partians are trying to roast them alongside the pine cones, and that's not working out so well.
Yes, they don't really know what to do with flowers. Yeah. They're thinking they're bringing spices or something.
Yeah, right, like some garnish.
No, I hadn't seen this, but I've seen people and robots moving around in between the Partians.
Yeah.
All in all, I mean, them being refugees, the atmosphere seems to be pretty positive.
Yeah, everyone's getting along.
I'm checking.
Are there any? Are you looking in Frankfurt again, or where?
No. I'm now in Zimbabwe. That's because I was curious because one of my favorite running routes is partially along one of the main rivers there. They're also there, and that's interesting. They're rerouting the jogging route because it's a relatively popular jogging stretch.
Right. So there are a lot of people who would like to be jogging there.
Yeah, exactly, but they can't because there's Partians there, so they're immediately rerouting the jogging routes. That's nice. I guess that's where I'll be running.
Right, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but I haven't actually. I was starting with the Frankfurt news, but I haven't actually checked Frankfurt myself.
Yeah.
Shall we check?
Have a look, yeah. Okay, a big delivery of treadmills going on there.
It's kind of like the same picture that you see everywhere. Campfires. Hey.
Is that Marvin?
Which
you see just there?
Can you move over the cam to mine?
Sorry, there you go. There you go. I've sent you the feed.
Yeah, that's Marvin. He's helping. Cool. He's helping delivering treadmills.
Yeah. That's a different kind of thing from his. What was he running that bar? But
yeah. Maybe
day off. Maybe.
I mean, maybe we should go help out.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Then we just do Globust Engines some other time.
Yeah, right. Of course, that's what we were actually going to talk about today. But we can come back to that next episode.
Okay, cool. Then let's see, because apparently at the moment help is needed. So then we, instead of watching from afar, we can watch it from close.
Exactly. Then I'll quickly say for our listeners, please send us an email to michaellasagna5@gmail.com and put the episode number 174 in the subject line. And we ask you to do that every time, because that way we'll know this episode successfully went back in time.
Yes. And thanks for listening, and see you in 200 years.
Bye-bye.